You are listening The AI-Driven Leader by Jeff Woods. Picture duplicating your sharpest strategic mind to operate around the clock as your constant companion. This exact scenario unfolds daily in executive suites, where leaders have mastered the art of transforming AI into their premier intellectual ally. Most senior executives find themselves buried under operational demands, desperately searching for moments to engage in strategic contemplation. Meanwhile, an elite group has unlocked AI's potential beyond mere productivity enhancement. They've discovered how to leverage it as a prejudice-eliminating questioner that poses inquiries they'd never considered, a master translator that converts intricate concepts into transparent communications, and a strategic opponent that exposes vulnerabilities before they evolve into expensive blunders. These visionaries aren't merely conserving time through data processing and standard procedures. They're revolutionizing their approach to reasoning, choosing, and contending. They've mastered the equilibrium between AI automation's immediate efficiency benefits and sustained strategic concentration, establishing environments where their teams function at peak creativity and interpersonal excellence. Are you prepared to become one of them? Let's begin this journey. By this point, you've likely encountered the notion that tomorrow belongs to AI-empowered leaders who comprehend how to unleash artificial intelligence's revolutionary capabilities. Yet you might still question, what precisely constitutes AI? Understanding precedes utilization. In essence, artificial intelligence represents technology that replicates human mental processes, including learning, analysis, and problem resolution, to execute tasks traditionally demanding human intellect. AI functions through an essential sequence encompassing input, processing, output, and learning. You supply information. It analyzes that content via sophisticated algorithms, generates outcomes, and persistently learns from exchanges to enhance subsequent performance. Contemporary AI frameworks train on enormous knowledge volumes. GPT-4, as an example, processed beyond 570 gigabytes of textual information, matching millions of publications. AI serves as an advanced prediction engine, educated on linguistic patterns. Request completion of the sky is, and it'll probably answer blue. Put differently, AI excels at precisely recognizing and recreating thought and language templates. Conversely, it's less capable at unconventional creative reasoning. That domain remains human territory. Just as you wouldn't anticipate your team delivering an outstanding presentation without first receiving a comprehensive brief, you cannot expect AI to produce excellent outcomes without carefully constructed prompts. Effective prompting components involve clearly describing tasks, supplying pertinent background, assigning particular roles, establishing specifications and boundaries, explaining your logic, and requesting AI interviews for clarification. These numerous components combine into powerful AI prompts like, "You are a strategic consultant with 15 years of experience in retail transformation. Analyze our Q3 sales data to identify 3 actionable opportunities for improving customer retention. Focus on digital channels, provide specific metrics, and explain your methodology. What additional information would help refine this analysis?" Through comprehensive prompt crafting, you position your AI partner for immediately valuable responses. Adopting this solution-focused approach yields transformative outcomes. Sales professionals employ AI to examine thousands of customer conversations and forecast which prospects will convert within 30 days. HR leaders utilize AI for resume screening and top candidate identification in hours rather than weeks. Chief financial officers input quarterly information into AI systems that detect budget waste and predict cash flow scenarios with remarkable precision. Marketing departments generate customized email campaigns for various customer segments simultaneously, while operations managers leverage AI for supply chain optimization and equipment maintenance prediction before failures happen. Prioritizing results over AI itself unlocks exponential productivity improvements. AI drives accelerated expansion by redefining strategic reasoning and revolutionizing decision-making processes. You're probably wondering, accelerated expansion, improved strategic reasoning, optimized decision-making. It sounds promising theoretically, but how do I implement it? The solution is straightforward yet groundbreaking. Welcome AI as your intellectual collaborator for decisions and strategy. Specifically, AI fulfills three fundamental functions. Initially, request AI serve as your interviewer to gather mental information and sharpen your reasoning. A retail CEO planning market expansion might guide AI. Interview me regarding our expansion approach. Ask penetrating questions about target demographics, competitive environment, and resource distribution until you grasp our complete strategy. AI can systematically reveal blind spots and crystallize strategic priorities, potentially enabling faster market penetration. Subsequently, engage AI as your communicator, converting complex concepts into straightforward, impactful messages. A technology startup explaining its AI-powered logistics platform to conventional manufacturers could employ AI to translate technical terminology into industry-relevant advantages. They might experience increased qualified leads because prospects finally comprehend the value offering. Finally, utilize AI as your challenger to address cognitive prejudices. A pharmaceutical executive considering major R&D investment could ask AI to oppose the decision using various stakeholder viewpoints. AI might uncover hidden risks regarding regulatory modifications, prompting strategic shifts that preserve resources and accelerate market timing. Beyond these core functions, AI enables additional powerful strategic applications. Create innovative ideas by requesting AI combine unrelated industries. A hotel chain, for instance, could develop co-working spaces, generating supplementary property revenue. Supply logic and analysis by having AI construct decision frameworks for complicated scenarios. A manufacturing organization might optimize supply chains this way. Model outcomes through AI-powered scenario planning, enabling financial services companies to simulate economic downturns and modify portfolio strategies. Embrace perspectives for feedback by asking AI to evaluate your strategy as different stakeholders, investors, customers, competitors, revealing insights traditional planning sessions overlook. When AI becomes your strategic intellectual partner, you're not just accelerating strategic decisions. You're dramatically improving them. AI helps you avoid expensive errors stemming from unconscious prejudices and assumptions. Consider assumption dangers. A software enterprise assumes younger demographics prefer mobile-first features, investing millions in app development, only to learn through user research that target users primarily work on desktop platforms. That assumption cost the company a development year and significant market share to competitors who understood actual user behavior. Prejudices prove equally destructive. Confirmation bias might drive retail executives to focus exclusively on positive customer feedback while dismissing negative reviews, convincing themselves customer satisfaction exceeds reality. When competitors launch products addressing those ignored concerns, they capture market share that better listening could have retained. This connects to a core truth. Your questions determine your organization's future. Therefore, ask appropriate ones. Excellent questions align with objectives, remain simple and clear, and stimulate profound thinking. Mastering superior questions is a skill applicable across all business areas, from product development to team leadership, from strategic planning to crisis management. Here's the crucial insight. AI can challenge your prejudices or amplify them. Everything depends on your direction. Guide your AI partner to question your thinking, not merely validate existing beliefs. Envision implementing AI throughout your organization as a bias detection framework. A manufacturing company could apply this approach during product development reviews. Before finalizing major decisions, teams would engage AI with prompts like, "Challenge our assumption that cost reduction is our customer's primary concern. What alternative value propositions might we be overlooking? What would our biggest competitor argue against this strategy?" AI systematically questions every significant assumption, perhaps revealing customers actually prioritize reliability over cost. This insight leads to premium positioning strategies that increase profit margins while capturing market share from price-focused competitors. By institutionalizing AI-powered questioning, the company transforms its decision-making culture from assumption-based to evidence-based, creating sustainable competitive advantages through superior strategic thinking. Leaders who flourish in the AI era won't possess all answers. They'll ask questions nobody else considered. Information drives today's business environment. It exposes customer behavior patterns, market movements, operational inefficiencies, competitive positioning, and future possibilities. Proper data insights distinguish between launching breakthrough products and missing markets entirely. Yet data professionals understand the challenge of balancing two extremes: information overload and information shortage. Information overload means possessing excessive data, where analysis effort exceeds insight rewards. Consider an e-commerce company collecting millions of daily customer interactions, website clicks, purchase histories, social media mentions, email responses, and support tickets. Marketing teams drown in spreadsheets and dashboards, spending more time organizing information than extracting actionable insights. By trend identification time, competitors have already capitalized. Conversely, information shortage occurs when insufficient data exists for meaningful strategy or insight. Consider a boutique consulting firm attempting to understand client satisfaction levels. It possesses scattered feedback from dozens of clients, but lacks volume needed for pattern identification or future behavior prediction. Strategic decisions become educated guesses rather than data-driven choices. AI's data capabilities simultaneously resolve both overload and shortage problems. For data-rich organizations, AI filters massive datasets to surface relevant patterns. For data-scarce companies, AI maximizes insights from limited information by identifying subtle correlations humans might miss. Here's a practical example. A fitness apparel company feeds AI customer purchase data, social media sentiment, seasonal trends, and competitor pricing. Within minutes, AI generates comprehensive marketing briefs revealing eco-conscious millennials represent the fastest-growing segment, prefer sustainable materials over price discounts, and engage most heavily with evening content. This insight drives targeted campaigns focusing on environmental impact rather than price competition, resulting in 40% higher engagement rates and 25% increased conversion rates. What previously required weeks of analysis now takes minutes, enabling companies to capture market opportunities before competitors recognize their existence. AI can liberate resources, generate time, and free people for sophisticated tasks. But what do you do with all the time, resources, and energy AI liberates? You must embrace a strategic mindset, balancing immediate results and long-term impact. enabling efficient AI deployment. Developing this strategic mindset involves balancing four interconnected elements that collaborate to maximize both human potential and AI capabilities. The foundation encompasses strategy, the craft of building long-term competitive advantage through intentional short-term actions, ensuring every immediate decision supports your broader vision while delivering measurable value today. This strategic foundation guides execution, where you create comprehensive plans serving as your compass, directing efforts toward the critical 20% of activities, generating 80% of results through the Pareto principle. Whether nurturing key client relationships, developing breakthrough products, or entering new markets, this focused execution requires strategic people deployment on that high-impact 20%, channeling human talent toward work demanding creativity, relationship building, and complex problem solving. Meanwhile, technology becomes your force multiplier, with AI handling the remaining 80% of routine processes, data analysis, initial drafts, and administrative tasks, creating efficiency gains that free your team to focus on increasingly sophisticated strategic work. Consider two contrasting approaches. A marketing director implements AI to automate social media posting and email campaigns, but fails strategic thinking. She saves execution time, but uses freed hours for additional tactical work, reviewing extra reports and attending status meetings. 6 months later, competitors who used AI strategically have captured market share, while her team remains in operational mode. Contrast this with a sales director who deploys AI strategically. He uses AI for lead qualification, proposal generation, and follow-up sequences. But instead of filling saved time with additional administrative tasks, he redeploys his team to focus on building relationships with strategic accounts and developing new market partnerships. The short-term result: a 30% increase in deal size as representatives spend more time on high-value conversations. The long-term impact: stronger client relationships create sustainable competitive advantages and recurring revenue streams that compound over years. Strategic AI deployment transcends efficiency. It's about using that efficiency to focus human talent where it creates the most lasting value. When AI handles routine operations, you can finally invest in your people and unleash their absolute best. The goal is simple yet transformative. Multiply every employee's impact tenfold by aligning their strengths with their most important responsibilities, then perfectly aligning those with organizational goals, and finally supercharging them with AI capabilities. AI can automate data analysis, generate first drafts, handle scheduling, conduct initial research, and manage routine communications, freeing your team to focus on strategic thinking, relationship building, creative problem solving, and innovation. Remember, 20% of work creates 80% of results. Regarding that remaining 80% of tasks, empower people to ask these fundamental questions. Why are we doing these things, and how might they be outsourced to AI? This shift moves your entire organization from an operational to a strategic mindset, giving employees complete ownership over their roles and encouraging them to think leverage, not just effort. Imagine Sarah, a marketing manager who previously spent mornings manually analyzing campaign performance data, afternoons responding to routine client emails, and evenings preparing standard reports. Now, AI handles overnight data analysis, auto-generates personalized client responses, and produces comprehensive performance reports. Sarah starts her day reviewing AI insights that reveal unexpected customer behavior patterns, then spends mornings strategizing with the product team about new market opportunities those patterns suggest. Her afternoon involves deep-dive conversations with key clients about long-term partnership possibilities, relationship-building activities she never had time for before. By evening, she's experimenting with innovative campaign concepts that blend emerging social platforms with traditional channels, testing approaches that could revolutionize her company's market positioning. Sarah isn't just more productive. She's become a strategic force multiplier, using AI as her operational foundation to focus entirely on high-impact thinking and relationship building that drives sustainable competitive advantage. The essential insight from The AI-Driven Leader by Jeff Woods is that the most successful leaders are leveraging AI as a strategic intellectual partner that fulfills three vital functions: an interviewer that reveals blind spots, a communicator that clarifies intricate ideas, and a challenger that exposes dangerous prejudices before they become expensive errors. By deploying AI to manage routine tasks, leaders liberate their teams to concentrate on high-impact work that produces genuine results. This approach transforms organizations from operationally focused to strategically minded, where AI amplifies human capabilities rather than replacing them, creating sustainable competitive advantages through superior decision-making. Found these insights valuable? Hit like and subscribe for book summaries that could transform your thinking. The purchase link for The AI-Driven Leader is waiting in the description, and we're curious, which of these concepts resonated most with you? Drop a comment below.